As the UX UI designer for the Little Lemon restaurant website, you hear about the current component-driven nature of product design. So you want to learn more about how it can help you improve some of the website components. In the next couple of minutes, you will learn to describe component-driven products and design systems and explain how their application can create captivating user interfaces. Now, you may wonder what a component is in UI design. In simple terms, a component is any part of your design that can be logically grouped, which is thought of as standalone and can be reused. Let's explore how you build a component. First, you start small and build one component at a time. Then you combine components to create a more complex component. And finally, you build interfaces using these individual and combined components. Let's explore a practical example. Your website probably has a header on each page. Therefore, rather than creating the header from scratch for every page, you could simply construct a header component and reuse it. This header component may contain other components, for example, a button component, a search bar component, and a navigation bar component that are their own standalone elements. They are used in the header, but they could just as well be reused elsewhere on the site. Think of interchangeable blocks that you can assemble and reassemble to construct user interfaces. The advantage of assembling the user interface this way is that design and development work can be replicated quickly. You can create alternative components for alternative actions. This will also benefit the users. If assembled well, these consistent components will be aesthetically pleasing, easily learnable, and memorable. Now, let's explore what a design system is. A design system is a set of reusable pre-made design components and patterns that can be used to design products at scale. Similar to a brand style guide, they contain rules and best practice behaviors for design components. Larger companies can have very detailed design systems, but more about that later. There is no set list of items that must be included in a design system. However, the most successful design systems frequently have the following features: design guidelines, a design pattern library, a UI kit or component library, and finally, process design guidelines. Let's explore what these are in more detail. First and foremost are design guidelines. These will vary from business to business and most likely reflect the underlying values of the brand. So, a design pattern library is a collection of accepted and widely used design patterns or a central repository. And according to the Interaction Design Foundation, a pattern is the recurrence of multiple design elements that collaborate with one another. Note that these elements can be shapes, lines, and colors. A UI kit, also called a component library or a collection of UI-focused components, consists of buttons, widgets, and more. With the aid of these resources, teams can quickly produce UI-friendly designs. And lastly, the Process Design Guidelines is a collection of accepted and widely used patterns, such as a design pattern library. This assists designers in interpreting design principles while they carry out a task. In this lesson, you learned about components and libraries that you can use to design user interfaces. You also learned about the modular elements that combine to inform a user interface. Finally, you explored design systems and considered their role in product design. Good work!